Alright, so if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you might have heard me say that I actually got into producing by making sampled hip-hop beats, like underground styles, Boom-Bap, Kanye West types, just anything that was sample based, and then later I moved on to trap and drill. So in today's video, I want to show you how I used to sample old songs and flip them into hip-hop beats. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so we're in FL Studio 21 of course, and this is the sample I'm going to be flipping. So usually when I'm sampling, I'll just have a listen to the full thing, or skip through and see if I can find some parts that I know I want to flip. Like some parts in this section sound hard, and there's one over here. So this bit here, really love that first part, and that's the part I want to take. Now when it comes to sampling, there's a few different ways you can do it, and I am going to make a full video on all of the different techniques that I use. But for this one, I think I could do most of it in the playlist, and I'll show you why. But before I do that, I want the project BPM to be about 90 or 180, the same thing. The BPM of this one is 149, and I'm doing that because I know I want to pitch this one up, so by speeding it up, it's going to pitch it up. So I'm going to go to that part I like. So I'm going to cut it from that transient there and then bring this back just to make sure we can get the timing right. And I'm just going to count a couple bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to stop it here. Just so I know I've got the timing right. Then I'm going to activate the stretch button and then just bring it back. And now because I'm making it faster, the pitch is going to go up. See what I'm saying? Sounds hard like that. If the pitch hasn't gone up, just double check that this is set to resample. Now I know in my head already that I think I want to use this as a hook because there's so much energy and I just want that to repeat. And then I need to find another section for the verse. So I'm just going to make this one unique. We'll bring it back out and see what we can find. I like this bit. It sounds hard. But again, there's still a lot going on. Oh, this bit. This bit sounds hard, but the problem is in this part, it starts slowing down. So the BPM changes, I'm going to have to take little parts and stretch them. I'll show you what I mean. So I like it from here. I'm going to bring that back and the actual drop is there. And also, so there's no clicks, I'm going to set this to generic bleeding. And I'll do the same for this one. So it sounds right here. And then here it starts going off. So what I'm going to have to do is cut it there and then bring this one back. It's going to pitch it up a bit more so I can change this again. I could set it to stretch and then just work out where we had it. Yeah, +3. I'll do the same to this one. Sometimes when you pitch it up, instead of stretching it like I did it the first way, you get some weird sharp sounding artifacts. But if it's only going up like 200 or 300 cent, which is 2 or 3 semitones, it shouldn't really happen. Alright, so that bit's sounding okay. And then it's this part. I'm just going to bring that back a bit. And also, if you're going to make these cuts and adjust different ones, then make sure you click here and make each one unique. Otherwise, anything I do to this will impact this one as well. Okay, so I like the way this sounds. I can copy it over and then get rid of this one. Yeah, that should work when there's drums in. But then in the second one, I'm going to take this one and get rid of it and then find another chop. Like this one here. Although it's slowed down, we could speed it up. I'm just going to cut that and see when it sounds right. And also make that one unique. So it's going to be like here. See what I'm saying? So let's try this now. Yeah, there we go. But this is why I like to do things in the playlist. I feel like I've just got a little bit more control over what I edit. And then I think where that comes in, I could just fade it. Yeah, this will sound sick when there's drums in. I'm also going to take this and copy it across. I already kind of know the structure, so I'm going to make this twice as long. So I can have a full 16 for the verse. And then I need to make this hook longer too. So let's bring everything over here and we'll copy this. Or I might even find a different section. So I'm just going to copy one of these, make that unique, and then see if there's a different but similar section. I think this bit here. Yeah, that'll work. Same thing, but just different word. Let's try this. Just need to get it in time. Yeah, maybe I can have them alternate like this. Yeah, that sounds sick. Then I'm just gonna fade this bit out. Yeah. And And the only other thing I really need for the sample is something for the intro, maybe something for the bridge and the outro. I'm going to work that out once I've added the drums and I start arranging everything. And you might be wondering where I actually found a sample. And for a while now, I've been using TrackClip. You've probably seen me talk about them in a few videos. They have a huge collection of new and old samples, which are original songs as well. For the one I'm using today, all I did was go to tracks, I went to genres, and I actually selected rock this time. I like to sample a lot of soulful stuff, but I thought I'd switch it up today. And then I also went to the release year, and I went from 1960 to about 1990, just because I wanted to sample something a bit older. I spent some time doing some digging, and then I found it here. And one thing that I always like to do on TrackClip is just test it with drums. So I'll usually use trap and boom-bap. And I'll just click through and find some parts that I like. Like this is the section we're using. Instantly knew I wanted to flip this, so I just clicked this button to download it. And if you want to try and flip this sample yourself or anything else on TrackClip, you can get 30 days and 15 credits completely free if you use the link in the description. So huge shout out to TrackClip for sponsoring this video, and let's get into the drums. Alright, so I've just created a pattern for drums. You can stretch this out and copy it a few times. And I'm going to start with the hook. Now the drums are really going to be what defines the genre you're making. Sometimes I like to go modern and use trap drums, but for this one, I feel like live sounds of boom-bap drums would sound better. So for boom-bap, I always use my source boom-bap kit or my timeless boom-bap kit. So something like this, or this one actually. Copy that over. Simple just to get the bounce going. And then this Styles hi-hat is the one I'm thinking. And then in the hook, I'm thinking some fast hats. I'm going to fill each two-step. And then to save time, I could hit Control and A, Alt and R, and then randomize the velocity. And then if you make sure bipolar is activated, there's going to be more of a gap between the high and low ones. About there. I just want it to be natural and I don't want to keep things perfectly on grid. So I'm just going to choose a few notes, hold Alt, click and drag and move a couple of them slightly off. So it's a little bit tedious, it takes some time, but it will make a difference. I'll just do half of them and then I can copy these across. I think with a snare I could even pitch it up one. Yeah. Alright, next for the kick, we'll use the timeless kit, maybe the heaven one, and I'm just going to boost it up. And I'm thinking for the pattern, just something simple. Bring that one back. And then I'll bring this one a little bit over and bring the velocity down. And actually for the kick, I think I want something even punchier, so I'm going to go to my Trap Lords kit and use this overkill one. Sometimes you can get away with using trap kicks in these type of beats. Yeah, I prefer this one. I also want to layer some of those kicks with a crash. So let's go for this one. I think I use this in like every boom bap beat. And I think it's just going to sound hard on these two. Especially for the hook anyway. I'm just not 100% on the hat. See if we can find a different one. Maybe this one, you know. Or this one actually from my timeless kit. It's a nice live sounding one. And then I'm just going to bring the out knob up a bit. And for mixing the sample, the only thing I've got on right now is an EQ. I'm just going to take out a few more lows. And then I just duck the bass because I'm probably going to add my own. Alright, next let's get an open hat. Something like this. Yeah, so most of the time an open hat like this could go here before the snare, or we could try it somewhere like there. Kinda like it there. And then when I'm adding an open hat, I always mute the hi-hat to make it more realistic. And then we could add one more here, and then just mute this one. Alright, I'm changing the open hat again. Let's just see what it sounds like in the verse too. I think it still works. I could even slow down the hats here. Let's get a ride in as well though. I think this clean one. Just a simple pattern I do in a lot of these type of beats. And then just randomize the velocity a bit. And like always, we could just bring some off grid. I also want some drum fills or snare rolls in there too. Like this one. Yeah, perfect. And I'm thinking this little double snare as well. Just stretch that a bit. Yeah, I think there. And then I think right at the end here. Yeah, sounds sick. And for the drums, that's really all it needs. But what I'm thinking is when I arrange it, I could maybe add a few different drum fills to keep it interesting and keep the energy going. So yeah, let's just do that now. Like I said, I might need something for the intro. So I'm going to bring this over and see if there's anything before this one. Even that sounds hard. Yeah, I think that's a good way to start it. And then it comes to this section. And then the drop. Yeah, that sounds hard. I'm not feeling this fill anymore. The sound doesn't work. I'm thinking to just make a roll with the actual snare. Yeah, it sounds more natural. I actually need to add the bass still. And I'm going to use a stop plugin. I'm going to go to Sakura, go to bass, and then the deep house one. It's a pretty sick sounding bass. I think it's C. And then I'm also going to use R bass from Waves just to give it more sub. And when I'm using this, I just adjust the frequency till it's sounding right. Like obviously here is too high. But maybe somewhere around there. So this is before. And then after. Or maybe this one needs to come up. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and split this drum pattern. Just copy it out a few times. And then I think we'll save the ride for this section. Bring the drum fill there though. Then cut these. Alright, so I like the way the hook's sounding. For the verse, I might have to change the bass, but I'm going to copy this across. Let's see how it sounds. I think obviously we can get rid of some stuff like the ride. So yeah, the bass does change. I think it's just going down like this. So yeah, we'll just keep it simple. Okay, at the end of the hook, I'm just going to add one more crash. And then yeah, maybe we could cut the hats. And then we could simplify the drums. Let's take those rolls out. Alright, let's see how this transitions. Yeah, feeling it so far. And we're just building it up like every 4 bar. So for example, here we've got the crash. In this part, I might bring in the open hat and just keep that simple snare. And then I wonder if it works if I bring this hook back in so we can use the bridge. So yeah, let's just see if this works. It goes a bit off time here. Yeah, so it goes kind of off rhythm, so I'm just trying to bring it back. I don't think that's going to work. It just goes a bit too off beat. Alright, I think what I'm going to have to do is just take this whole section. Yeah, it might throw an artist off, but they could just talk through it or something. So for now, I'm just going to copy it over. But what I'm going to do is add some reverb to this last snare. And this is just going to be like a transition. So it'll be like this. Yeah, there we go. So I can just automate that, turn it down here, and then just bring it up here. Alright, so I might clean that bridge up properly later, but I think it sounded sick right now. So let's just play it from the beginning. So again, the intro, just use the original sample. It already had a drum fill, so I thought I could just leave it in. And this hook sounds sick. Energy in is crazy. Now the ride. And then coming into the verse, we'll have the sample switch up. So just slowing down the drums, saving a ton of space for artists. Then the crash. So introducing something new each time. This helps to build up the energy. And now we'll come back to the bridge. Yeah, this is just the same as the intro. So if you're feeling this video and you want more Boom-Bap tutorials, click up here. Or if you want a 50 Cent /Digga D tutorial, click up here.